Hey everybody. Just wanted to make a Christmas card with you this morning. Well, if you're here, it's morning. I'm not sure where it will be when you guys are watching this. Just wanted to keep it fairly simple, but we are going to play with a punch today. So, I wanted to use the wrapped in plaid. I think that's the suite this is from. This paper from Stampin' Up. I love it because first of all, I love the colors, but then I also love that one side, they're double-sided, one side has gold foil in it of each sheet. So there's so many different fun patterns. You have stockings, holly, a bunch of plaid, and then the opposite sides are polka dots, trees, pine cones, reindeer, some snowflakes. It's great. There's so much variety in this pack. These are all 6x6 pages. And then I also wanted to use we're going to use the Perfectly Plaid stamp set and the Pine Tree Punch that coordinates with it. So this will actually punch out these 3 stamps, as well as this one too, I believe. Here's some more paper. So I wanted to use, I think, these 2 sheets. So I'm going to start by cutting. I have a layout in mind, so I'm going to start by cutting the sheet in half by 3. So just 3. You're going to do 3 inches by 5.5 for your card. So I'm just going to start by cutting it into 3, and then I'll kind of decide what I want to do. All right. So I have my 3. Right now it's still 3x6. I'm going to trim it down to fit my card. So I'm just trying to decide. I think I'm going to do 3 by 5.5. So it'll go the full length of my card. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do 5.25 because I'll put a mat under it probably. So 5.5, 5.25. So 5. Let's do 3 by 5. And see what that looks like. Okay. So we have our 3 by 5. Now I want to use my Pine Tree Punch. I'm going to do like a peekaboo card and slide this through. So I want to get it kind of centered, hopefully in here. So I'm going to do my best just to try and center it from the top and the bottom. If it's a little bit off, that's not a huge deal. And I'm just going to pop my tree out. So I can save this to use for another card. You have a nice, cool plaid Christmas tree. And then I've ended up with this piece here, which I might overlay either on this. I was thinking I could do this. Where's my stamps? Or I might just stamp the plain tree. Do it plain. I think I'm just going to do it plain with some cherry cobbler paper. That's what I'm working with, is cherry cobbler. Okay. What do I have? Cherry cobbler. Okay. So I have my cherry cobbler paper here. So that's going to look really nice once I have it framed on my card. So again, I'm trying to keep this card fairly simple. So I'm going to go ahead and cut a piece that is 5.25 by 3.25 of my cherry cobbler. So 5.25 by 3.25. That should kind of frame that nicely. Yes. Fun. Okay. What are you chewing on? My ribbon. My puppy is down here beside me. I'm chewing on ribbon. Leave it. No. Thank you. All right. And then let's do, if I had, they're on their way, but I don't have them yet. What I would do is, if I had my gold ink pad, would be to stamp one of these trees, probably this one, in here in the gold. I think that would look really pretty. So I might add that in later, but I like how it looks right now. So I'm going to leave it like that. And then let's do our card base. So I'm going to use some Whisper White. What do I have? That's the wrong orientation. Okay. Oh, no, actually that'll work. Just make sure. This is, yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so I'm going to use card base. I'm going to have a horizontal card. So this is 5.5 by 8. So I'm going to go ahead and fold it in half. And if I had my bone folder here, I would use that. It's my class stuff still. Okay. And then I'm going to stick this on the card like that. And then I'm going to add a sentiment. So I have Merry Christmas, North Pole, Christmas cheer, ho, ho, ho. Do a lovely, well, a nice little Merry Christmas, I think. That'll look good. All right, block. I did a similar card yesterday, but it was the reverse of this. I can show it to you. Well, this was the card that I did yesterday. So I did the plaid underneath, and then I added this. These are from our Stitch Shape dies. And this is our Moose Punch, which is really fun. It also has a coordinating stamp set called Merry Moose. Okay, so back to our perfectly plaid tree. All right, let's do Merry Christmas. What are you doing? Ember, Ember, Ember. No, 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 no. You should not eat my ribbon. Okay. All right, so we have Merry Christmas. All right, and let's do, what color ink do I want to do here? I'd probably do gold if I had my gold. I could heat emboss in gold. That would be lovely. You know what? Let's do some heat embossing in gold for the purpose of this video. And then when I do my class, my simple class, I'll probably just do it with my ink pad. All right, so let's do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on here with my snail. So if you want to keep this simple, use, like I said, use the gold ink pad. I'm going to heat emboss though. So you can also heat emboss. So let's do, here we go. I'm just going to use my, not this snail, oh, it's finished. Snail. Okay. My adhesive roller. I'm going to roll this on. Like so. And stick this on here. Okay. Alright, so we have that. So I'm actually going to take off this. Amber, get out from there. Out, 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 out. No, 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 no. I don't know what you're doing under there. Leave that alone. Okay. She's from the ribbon again. So let's do. Oh. Just realized those are two-step stamps there. Very interesting. I'm going to go ahead and do this and line that up to stamp that in gold. So I'm going to use my embossing buddy, which is just hiding over here. Okay, and we're going to rub this over top. Oops, powder that up. Alright, and then I'm going to get my Versamark ink. So the embossing buddy makes sure that nothing sticks where you don't want it to stick. Okay. And I'm going to line the stamp up where I want it. And put down my Versamark. So you could even see that. That looks nice just in the Versamark. That's a nice tone on tone. You could even just leave it like that. That would look really nice. Or just stamping the cherry cobbler would kind of give you the same effect also. That's pretty nice. Okay, so let me go ahead. I'm going to grab some grid paper here. Just going to fold it in half. Okay. Put this down. I'm going to add my embossing powder on top. And then top it off. Okay. Just a little blow just to make sure that I'm not missing anything. Okay. We can put this back in. Right. Close it. Okay, then grab my heat tool and yank on the cord here that's stuck under my chair. Oh, jeez. All right. And then you can see it's starting to melt. It's all shiny. And there you go. I don't know if you can see that shimmer, but that's like a super shimmery Christmas tree. It looks so nice in the light. So pretty. Okay, so you could also, this is a two-step stamp, so if you wanted to double emboss it and make it really gold, you could stamp with the other stamp on, and that would fill in all these leaves in solid gold. I really like the way that looks, just like that. I'm just wiping off the embossing powder. Not the embossing powder, the embossing buddy powder. There we go. Okay. Then let's do our, we can now stick this on our card front. Right. So I'm using a fast use. Have it handy. I would recommend our white multi-purpose Tombow if you have that for sticking cardstock on cardstock. Snail is great for doing designer series paper to cardstock, but for cardstock to cardstock, I like something that's a little more hefty. So either the fast fused, if you happen to have that still, we don't sell it anymore, or your Tombow glue, which looks like this. Okay, these are well loved by me. I go through a lot of them. All right, so there you go. So you have your super gold and shimmery, shiny tree. I'm trying to get the light on that so you guys can see it. See that shining in the light. Anyways, it's quite lovely. Okay, and then let's do our Merry Christmas. So we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to do this in gold on some probably on some Whisper White as well. Okay. So same steps. I'm just going to find a scrap of white here, hopefully. Oh, I will pull out a new piece. All right, let me pull it up here. See those trees? Pretty dark. All right, I'm going to find a new piece. All right, so some Whisper White. I'm going to use my embossing buddy at the corner here. And then where is my Versamark? Stamp that. I'm going to give it a little bit of space around it so that I can decide what I want to punch it out using. All right, our gold powder. And there we go. So you see how the embossing buddy just makes these a really crisp letters. If I didn't use the embossing buddy, you'd have gold everywhere on that paper. Missed. And then again, I'm going to pull out my heat tool. Okay, and then I am to decide how I want to stick this on here. So we have lots of really nice punches that are quite fun. I think that I might just want to go with a bit of a banner. So what I'm going to do is just trim this off. Lined up here. And I just trimmed it off right under Merry Christmas. I'm going to trim it again just across the top. But I'm going to use my other trimmer. So this is our old trimmer. I'm going to be ordering our new one shortly, which is only available to demonstrators currently. They don't have when, but I've been hearing amazing things about it, so I'm going to be ordering that very soon. I'm going to cut this off at 1 inch. Hopefully that works. Yeah, that looks like it's going to work perfectly. Okay, so have our nice little Merry Christmas, and then I'm just going to decide how I want to stick this on here. I could do a banner. I could just do a little. I could do an opposite banner. That might work really well. With our banner punch. Well, I don't want to block the tree. Although, you know what? That kind of looks nice over top of the tree. Although that is our future point, so I probably don't want to do that. Right. I'll cut it off a little bit at this end. So let's do 4. I'm going to cut it off at 4. Oops. There we go. Okay. And I'm probably going to use our banner punch. Or you know what might be pretty? Our new tag topper punch. Let's do that. Well, our tag topper punch is hiding on me at the moment. Where's my banner punch? All right, I think maybe somebody might have borrowed it. So I'm going to go ahead and use my banner punch. It's not right. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and just punch this like that. I'm going to do it reverse just to make sure. Tip, if you have stuff already stamped, go like this. You can make sure you're not actually do it upside down, and then you make sure you're not actually stamping any of your words. Hopefully this is not too close. I'm going to actually just leave a little bit of a gap there, so give myself some space. Yeah, I think I would have been okay. And then I can decide where I want to stick this on here. This is tricky. This is kind of the, like it there actually. So maybe what I'll do is trim off the end. Stick this there somewhere. Where do I want to put it? I have our, I'm trying not to go over our tree. I might not be able to do our little banner if I don't want to cover our tree. I'll leave it there. It sticks off a little bit. You know what? I don't think we're going to be able to do the banner for this one because it's going to cover the tree, and I don't want to cover the tree. So I think I'm just going to go ahead and trim this right off. And just do a nice little rectangular piece. There we go. All right. So we're just going to do this for our sentiment, and then we can decide where we want to put it. Probably right here is great. Even just layer it so it's just off. Put on everything right there, and that looks kind of cute. So a really simple card. You can even line it up with the edge if you wanted to. There we go. But pretty and really shimmery, and then you could add a few embellishments on there if you wanted. So I'm just going to go ahead and stick this on where I want it. You could also stick it there, the tree kind of. You could pop that up if you wanted to. That's, I think, pretty straight. And line it up with the lines on the paper. All right, there you go. Just a really simple shimmery card. Hopefully I don't get the light on that so you guys can see the gold shining. Hopefully you can, but it's actually quite sparkly. And then you can even stamp in the inside. There's a couple inside stamps that you can add to as well. Anyhow, so there it is. There's our super simple, super quick Christmas card. Again, you can use, instead of heat embossing, you can use the Delicata Gold ink pads that we sell as well. And those, I have the copper one here so I can show you. This is so they look like this. And they're really shiny. I actually really love it. It's nice too if you want a tip. Stamp in the metallic ink, off stamp, and then stamp on a different color. And then when you stamp that on a pad, you're going to get a shimmery effect for that ink, for that stamp as well, which is kind of cool. I can show you Where's my, I'll just do it with the Merry Christmas. So you have, this is the copper one, which goes really nicely with the brightly gleaming paper that we have. But here, so there's the copper. So I don't know if you can see the shine in that. I can. But once you've done that, if you have a little bit of the copper ink still on your stamped ones, you can pick a different color. Say, here, I'll do like the cherry cobbler. Let's see if we can. And then stamp. That's going to work. And then, I don't know if you can see that, but I have now a shimmery cherry cobbler ink on there. It's hard to see on this, but because I can only move this paper so much. But yeah, it's got just like a hint of shine there, which is really cool. Anyhow, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys with another video in about a week or so. Bye!